In today's video, I'm gonna show you what to eat with your beer, of course. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Booze and Chill channel. Like I mentioned in the very beginning of the video, we're going to be talking about what kinds of beers you can compare with certain types of food. There are 4 methods of doing this, so what do you say we jump right on it and get started, shall we? Let's start off with an easy one. Number 1 being complementing. Complementing flavors is the most simplest way to pair your food with your drink. Like, for instance, matching rich, heavy flavored foods with beers that have very rich flavor. Like, for instance, stouts or porters. Another example is, let's say you have a very light dish, let's say seafood or a salad or something like that. You would want to pair it with something light, being that light beer has very little to no flavor. Now let's move on to number 2, and that is contrasting. To make the ideal contrast pairing, you want to pick a drink and or a dish with a strong dominant flavor. You want a dish with a very powerful distinct flavor, but that can shine through without being overpowered by your drink. Let me give you an example. My personal example. I personally like to pair seafood, more specifically salmon, with a Belgian white. Because you got your very powerful fishy flavor, and the Belgian white just contrasts with the fishy flavor, so it gives it that nice limey, tangy, orangey flavor. Oof, so good. Now let's move on to number 3, and that is cleansing. You can also use your beers to clean out your palate. This type of pairing is ideal for dishes that have strong and overpowering flavors. Another example, you can use, let's say, a light beer to wash down the heat of something spicy. But this pairing also works the opposite way. You can also use, let's say, like fatty foods to cut through the bitterness of, let's say, something like an IPA, because IPAs do have that reputation of having that slight bitterness. And on to the last one, number 4, and that is avoiding overpowering flavors. Now, for this method, you have to keep in mind the level of flavors in your dish as well as your drink, because not all drinks are the same. Some drinks, like light beers, have very little flavor, but then you also got your stronger stuff that has rich and powerful flavors. That can overpower certain types of food. Let me give you another example, and this is another personal example. I personally will not pair a Guinness with a salmon, and that's coming from a really big Guinness fan. And the reason you don't want to do that is because the Guinness will overpower the salmon's fishy, powerful flavor. And the salmon will also take over the Guinness flavor as well, vice versa. Well, that is all the time that I have for today, guys. Thanks again for tuning in and stopping by and checking out the channel. If you liked today's video or got any value out of it, go ahead and please hit that like button right down below. That'd be much appreciated. Now I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with this video right up here where I explain what ABV is. Until the next one, and remember, if you keep watching, I'm gonna keep drinking. Peace out, guys.